Okay, Coach, football, of course, back in L.A. and back at StubHub Center in Carson, California. I'll tell you, you wouldn't think 30,000 people could make this noise. That's half the size of a normal NFL stadium, but this is no normal crowd. They are ready to go as their Chargers get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taking you to 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Load it! Load it!
Rivers now on second down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. They give him a gain of 38.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Zero.
Now a second down throw for River. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Davis. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
Leopard! Leopard!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27.
Here we go. All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Here's a give to Davis. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go. 319. 319.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Jackson from the shotgun. And this is caught. Jeremy Macklin. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run with Darkwa. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
One out a little bit. You.
From the gun, Rivers. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Hey!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Yeah, Rocky. Let's go.
Second down, Rivers. Going underneath to Blunt. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
One out a little bit.
They just got that play off. Now Rivers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the red zone now, Rivers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Rivers now. And he's got his man. It's Henry. for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. Sturgis adds the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Gone!
On second down, here's Jackson. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Perriman, 76 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Darkwa. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
12. Wait! Hey!
On 1st and 10, Rivers. This completes to Henry over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A first down throw here for Rivers. Going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Hey! Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action. Rivers finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Hurry up!
First down, Rivers. And he's got it. Well, he's in for a Charger touchdown, as his guys are in for 6. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Sturgis for the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here, as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
All right, now, look at 56. Here we go.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Jackson, and it's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and now it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To throw again is Jackson. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now Darquan. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Jackson on first down. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22. A first down carry for Davis. Corey Liggett makes the stop.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll run it again here with Davis. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson now. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now a handoff to Davis. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Blue landed! Blue landed! Gone! 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 Hot! Hot!
Jackson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Jackson. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are in for 6. So with 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2.
Gone!
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And a nice... gain of 21 yards. Rivers now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10.
Wait! Let's go!
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Right side catch. This is Gates. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Antonio Gates, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Sturgis adds the PAT, and we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Jackson on first down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jaron Reed coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play that time for the Ravens. And even 40 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go now. 3, 9, 10.
From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mike Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And it's caught. Beckham. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
To throw is Rivers. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Charger, Eric Weddle. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And then you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him to dinner either.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The fullback dive held up short. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Green, Detroit! 39! Detroit! Green, 39!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Room here to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
This is Davis. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They go again with Davis. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. It's Davis on the counter. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Now Rivers. And he finds a man with a crossing route. 23 yards on the play. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Rivers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Rivers now. Wide open receiver complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. Griffin down to a knee, and that should be the final act in this game.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. And they're really trying to build something. Beginning of the year, they said they thought 8 wins was a number to reach to call this season a success, and this win means they got there.
I like where you went with that, building something. Not every team is going to be equipped to win 10, 12, 14 games in a season. Know your team, know your personnel. Now that they've accomplished that goal, I think they'll set their number a little bit higher in the upcoming years.